Guys, be very thankful of your Toyota. I'm in the market for a used 4x4. This Toyota right here, 2006, 200 and almost 70,000 miles. 270,000. And I'm looking for four-wheel drive Jeeps and Nissans. I haven't looked at a lot of trucks, Ford and Chevy trucks. Mainly just Jeeps, Jeep Cherokees, Jeep Grand Cherokees, Jeep Liberties, Nissans, Nissan Xterra I looked at. I haven't looked at a Nissan Frontier in person, but it's hard to find an older Nissan truck, which are supposedly better quality. But as you can see here, hardly any oil dripping. All these cars I looked at, oil all over. Under all these pulleys, oil. I did have a small valve cover gasket leak, but I know exactly when that started, and that was my own fault. I put 6 quarts of oil and then 1 quart of oil treatment. So obviously that's going to overfill it, cause a small leak. All I did was tighten these bolts a little, and that leak went away. As you can see, it did drip on the exhaust a little. That's why the exhaust looks a little rusted. But the exhaust doesn't have a hole in it like in some Jeep Cherokees. They just straight up have a hole in it. Some rust on that one. But as you can see, it's really not in bad shape. You don't see massive oil leaks. This is, again, a 2006, 270,000 miles. Let's look under it. Here's the frame. It's hard to tell, but it's not really rusted. The exhaust is obviously going to be kind of rusted. That's in bad shape, but no big deal really. Anything that's, obviously if you live in a state where you need clean emissions, that's a problem, but it's not really a problem for us. It's a solid frame. You can see everything is just, you don't see oil dripping on all those parts. Everything's in pretty nice shape. So, I don't know, just appreciate your Toyota if you have one. You know, I've always liked Toyotas, but it's not until I'm in the market for a used car. I'm looking at cars that are newer year model than this, and probably half the amount of miles on them, in much worse condition than this one. To get a Jeep that's in good condition, I'd probably have to look at a 2010 with less than 150,000 miles on it, maybe even less than 100,000, to get something in similar condition. So appreciate what you have.